Hey, Aaron. Hey. Hey. Wake up. Your beeper's going off like crazy. You must be putting in some serious hours. Yo, get up. You can't sleep through a page, said Dr. Walter Dickerson. He was leaning over the surgeon and admiring the view. He gently shook the cardiothoracic surgeon's shoulder. Yo, you've got to get up. It's crucial. It's critical, girl. Huh? What? Stammered Aaron. She blinked her eyes and tried to get accustomed to the light. Give me a second. What? Oh, she murmured. It's my beeper again. You got it. Come on, let's go, he cheered. Obviously, you're just coming in, said Aaron, slightly irritated by the break in her sleep, but appreciative that the other very popular surgeon had awakened her. There was nothing worse than missing a page. Well, almost nothing, she thought. Missing a surgery could definitely top it. Thank God she hadn't experienced that yet. How did one explain such a thing to their chief of surgery? She didn't even want to consider the thought. She just wouldn't let it happen, and she wouldn't let herself focus on that. Aaron stood up and walked to the in-house telephone hanging from the wall near the exit door. She dialed the number appearing on her beeper and waited. Dr. Coleman, did you call me? She listened for the doctor's voice as she looked at the small television playing in the room. The sound was low, but audible. She read the caption, "Breaking News," as it trailed across the bottom of the screen, and assumed it was more news coverage about the elevated train derailment. She half listened to the broadcast as she paid attention to Dr. David Coleman. He briefed her on the status of the external emergency. The hospital had updated the alert notification to its employees. It was now all clear, and the last of the victims were streaming into the hospital's ER. Aaron listened intently until a familiar figure appeared on the television screen. It drew her attention away from the doctor on the other end of the telephone line. She recognized the facial features of the speaker, but could not place where she'd seen the man before. It was Dr. Nagar Seth, the renowned neurosurgeon from India. He had visited the hospital several months ago. The last time she'd seen him was at the opening of the Neuronal Pavilion. The man was speaking at a press conference. He stood before a sea of media faces. The entire world of press seemed to be there. She read all the call letters of the local and international television stations, as well as those of cable networks, their lettered initials announcing their presence boldly as the Asian prince took questions. It was Murari's uncle. What was Dr. Nagar Seth saying? Was he announcing the official wedding of Murari and Arathi? Pairing the two names felt like a physical assault to Aaron's person. She tightened her grip on the receiver with trembling hands and pulled the telephone cord along with her as she moved closer to the television. Dr. Coleman's voice seemed to grow fainter and less comprehensible as the female surgeon moved away from the wall. There was an instant break in Aaron's chain of thoughts. Her mind stopped working the moment another image flashed across the screen. It took up the entire frame of the television. It was a photograph of Murari Varadaraj. He looked so amazingly handsome in his cultural garb. The gold-embroidered kurta shirt emphasized the rich vanilla coloring of his skin. His dark eyes could still mesmerize her from afar. His sleek black hair hung long about his face.
It was a look she wasn't accustomed to, but it suited the Asian prince. The media was only focusing on him. It didn't mention his fiancée. Erin felt her blood pressure drop and her spirits plummet. She gave off a startled low sound. Her eyes narrowed. She leaned even closer and stared. She strained her ears to hear clearly. The photograph of the man now occupying the screen caused Erin to release a whimper, muffled cry. She now understood what was going on. Marari had been abducted.